Hello everyone, today we'll be discussing questions 5 and 6 in round 147 of the Prairie Math League High School questions. I'm going to share my screen and then get started. Okay, question 5. For positive integers m and n, let fm equals to 2m minus 1 times 2n minus 1. What is the average of fmn over all possible values of m and n between 1 and 10 inclusive? Okay, so first things first is just, we know that there's 100 possible values of m and n because it's just 10 times 10. Okay, and then secondly, if we just first assume that m is fixed, we'll find that 2m minus 1, and then you input the values of n for each one is just 2 times 1. It's 1, dot, 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 and then you like plus here. And then finally, it's just 2m minus 1 times 2 times 10 minus 1, which is just equal to 2m minus 1 times 2 times 1 plus 2 plus 10 minus 10, because there's 10 here, which is just equal to 2m minus 1 times 2 times 55 minus 10, which is just equal to 100 times 2m minus 1. You can just do the same thing for n. Right? You just repeat the calculation except for with n this time. And then we can use a very similar method here to find the sum of the total values of m and n, in which you just get essentially 100 times 2 times 1 minus 1 plus 100 times 2 times 2 minus 1. And then you repeat this process until you get to the 100 times 2 times 10 minus 1. And then you, sorry, let me just resize these equations. And that is essentially just 100 times 2 times 1 plus the way to 10 minus 10, which is equal to 100 times 2 times 55 minus 10, which is just equal to 100 times 100, which is, if we go up here, it's just 10,000. And then we just have to divide this, which is the sum of all the possible values, by all the possible values. Then you get 100. Okay, question 6. A town has 2,017 houses. Of these houses, 1,800 have a dog, 1,651 have a cat, and 1,182 have a turtle. If X is the largest possible number of houses that have a dog, cat, and turtle, and Y is the smallest possible number of houses that have the 3 animals, then we have to find the difference. Okay, so first of all, we know that 1,182 is the maximum amount of houses that can have a cat, dog, and turtle, because you can't go above that because you're limited by the number of turtles you have. So we already know what X is equal to. We just have to find Y. All right, to find Y, let's just assume that out of these 2,017 houses, you have 1,820 houses that have a dog. Okay, and then that means then that there is 197 houses that have a cat and a turtle, but no dog. And this one is dog, right? So then, if we just take the values of cat and turtle, and then subtract 197, because you have to find the houses of, like, you have to find the remaining cats and turtles, and we have to allocate a house for them. So for cats, it's just 1,454 cats remaining, and then 1,182 minus 197 is equal to 985 turtles. So we have to find these turtles and we have to put them back into the houses with dogs to ensure that there's the least amount of people that have all three. So we can just add the cats and turtles. And then we can subtract the number of dogs from there because there has to be like some with all three, right? So then if we just calculate this, then we get 619, and then we know that y is 619. If you subtract these numbers, then you get 563. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. Goodbye.